small, but I feel so tall in Toy Town. I take my car and I drive afar in Toy Town. There's Mr. Plod and a dog called Bumpy. Hello, Mr. Plod. Get down, Bumpy. I pass the ark, the Noahs live there, and so does the elephant, and so does the bear. Now they say it's market day in Toy Town. If you have the fare, I'll take you there from Toy Town. There's Biggs who lives by the old oak tree, and we have adventures, Biggs and me. Why don't you come and join in the fun? Just follow me, 'cause it's only begun. I'm Noddy. I'm Noddy.
Morning, Noddy, the milkman said. How many pints? One, please. The postman was coming up the path. Is that a letter for me? Noddy didn't often get letters. Yes, the postman said sadly. A letter for you. He paused. But there wasn't a letter for me. No one ever writes to me. Well, perhaps Noddy will write to you, the milkman said sympathetically. I'd love to write to you, Noddy said. But I can't write. Nor read, the postman asked hopefully. No. Then you can't read a letter. Can I open it? You already have. I don't often get the chance to read letters. I only deliver them. Day in, day out, I deliver them, but I never get the chance to read one. Well, get on with it then, the milkman said. I've got work to do. But the postman wasn't going to be hurried. Oh, what a treat, what a treat, he kept muttering. At last he was ready. Dear Noddy, he read out. Please, he paused. Please, I can't make this out. Here, give it to me. No. And please, he continued, come at 9:30 this morning. 9:30? He looked at his watch. You better hurry up, Noddy. Couldn't you finish the letter? Noddy asked politely. I want to correct... That isn't correct, the milkman said. It's collect. Some parcels. You've got to collect some parcels, Noddy, in your car. Who from? Noddy asked. Signed, Mrs. Noah, the Ark, Toy Town. Is that all? The milkman said. Wasn't worth waiting for. He picked up his pints of milk. Noddy, he said, you better learn to read and write. You'd better go to school. Go to school? Oh, dear, I'd better go to Mrs. Noah first. Noddy drove slowly through Toy Town, through the market square. Mr. Plod was busy directing the traffic. Oh, dear, what does he mean? Now, does he mean left or right? Noddy thought that Mr. Plod had signalled him to the right. Mr. Plod had signalled him to the left. You can't go that way, he roared. If you can't tell left from right, you'd better go to school. That's the second time today I've been told to go to school, Noddy thought. Noddy's car was so full of parcels, he hardly had room to drive. Red for the toy shop, green for the station, yellow for the market. Mrs. Noah had marked the parcels very carefully. Noddy, Noddy, said a voice. Big Ears, how nice to see you. I'm sorry I can't give you a lift. I haven't got any room.
Never mind about the room. Mr. Plod is after you. Where are you going with those parcels?
Red for the station, green for the post office. Oh, no, dear big ears. Oh, I've got all mixed up again.
Well, can't you read what Mrs. Noah has written on the parcels?
No, Noddy said.
In that case, said Big Ears, there's only one place for you, and that's school. I'll help you this once, but you'll have to read and write and learn to tell right from left and add up. I'll help you, Big Ears said. Follow me.
So that's what Noddy did. First they went to the toy shop and delivered the parcel marked red, and they drove to the market and delivered the parcel marked yellow. P.C. Plod was still in the market square, directing Toy Town traffic.
I've been looking for you,
He roared at Noddy.
You committed a traffic offence. Well, it wasn't his fault,
Big Ears pleaded.
he can't tell left from right. Then he better go to school,
Mr. Plod said sternly.
That's just what he's going to do. Well, I'll let you off this once, but mind you learn properly,
He roared. I'm rather frightened, Noddy said as they drove along.
No need for that. Stop! Oh, stop! Please stop!
It was Mr. Wobbly Man.
Noddy, Noddy, can you help? The clockwork clown has broken his clockwork.
I'm going to school, Noddy said.
There he is.
Mr. Wobbly Man pointed down the street. The clockwork clown was walking towards them, upside down.
Noddy, please take me to the doctor,
He said.
I can't stand the right way up.
In you get, then, Noddy said. And the clown tried to climb in. But it was difficult, upside down.
You'll have to go slowly,
He said.
My clockwork won't stand speed at the moment. Take care.
Mr. Wobbly Man waved farewell.
Get better soon.
The clown was most grateful to Big Ears and Noddy.
How much is that?
He asked. 5 pence, please.
If I give you 10 pence, you can give me 5 pence change?
I don't know, Noddy said. I can't count.
You can't count?
The clockwork clown asked in amazement.
Then you better go to school.
That's where I was going, Noddy sighed.
Here,
Big Ears said.
I'll count the pennies out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you, Noddy said, and stretched out his hand to take 10 pence from the clockwork clown.
Whoop! Now you haven't got any pence in your hands,
Big Ears grumbled.
We have.
Oh, you would. It was the Skittle children. They were running all over the road, looking for the clockwork clown's 5 pence. And the clockwork clown was running as fast as his hands would let him. So was Big Ears, and so was Noddy. The right way up, of course.
Ha, 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 hey, 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 I've got a penny for my tea. No, you haven't.
The clockwork clown made a grab at one of the Skittles. And then to Noddy's and Big Ears' amazement, he rolled over and stood on his feet.
Let's put my clockwork back in place. Thank you, Noddy. Thank you, Big Ears. And as for you, Skittle children, you might as well keep my 5 pence.
And the clockwork clown somersaulted away. The schoolmistress was a plump little doll with a bonnet and shawl, and she wore big glasses on her nose. Noddy felt rather scared of her, but he wasn't going to show it, not for anything.
Ah, Noddy, isn't it?
She said.
I'm Miss Hap. Oh.
A pile of books came tumbling off her desk.
Dear, dear,
She said.
all these little accidents, I keep having them all the time.
Is that why you're called Miss Hap? Noddy asked. Miss Hap? Miss Hap? Dear, dear, I hadn't thought of that. Are you sure you need to come to school? I can't read or write or count, Noddy said. We'll soon put that right. Now then, Noddy, do you know the twice times tables? No, Noddy said. Do you know any table? Only the one at home, Noddy said. I eat my breakfast off it. Everyone laughed, but Noddy didn't. Noddy didn't know what there was to laugh at.
Be quiet, Miss Hap shouted. I won't tolerate disorder in my class. You're to behave yourselves, all of you.
Noddy, the twice times table is 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times... Miss Hap, another Miss Hap, the children shouted. A beautiful vase with flowers was lying broken at Miss Hap's feet. Is school always like this? Noddy asked. We'll sing a song now, Miss Hap said. We'll sing Jack and Jill went up the hill. I don't know a song about Jack and Jill, but I can sing a song myself, Noddy said.
Bet you can't even write the letter N,
one of the monkeys shouted. Bet I can, Noddy shouted back, though he knew he couldn't. In that case, Miss Hap ordered, you'd better come up here and prove it. So Noddy walked up to the blackboard, and Miss Hap wrote out for him the letter N. And Noddy copied it. But it didn't look quite right. Hey, it's mirror writing, Miss Hap said.
It's inside out.
The monkey shouted.
That's not what an N looks like. Do it again.
And Noddy did. And this time, it looked just like Miss Hap's.
Well done, Noddy. Very good. You see, I can do it.
It was the end of term. Lots of toys were at the school. Even Big Ears had come to see how Noddy was getting on. Miss Hap sat behind a pile of books. She picked one up. The Clockwork Mouse, she called out. A prize for being a fast runner. Everyone clapped. Tubby Bear, for learning his alphabet. Again, everyone clapped. Noddy hardest of all. He liked Tubby Bear. I'm afraid I'm not going to get a prize, he thought. Then he saw Miss Hap looking at him. Noddy, she said. Don't you want your prize? I've been calling your name. Oh, Noddy said. It seemed a long way to her desk.
That's for learning to read and write and add up,
she said, and gave him his book. All the toys cheered. Noddy had never been so proud. And Big Ears flung his arms round Noddy. You are clever, he said.
It's been a lovely day, now we have to go away. But we'll see you very soon in Toy Town. We'll be back another day, come and join us so we may. See you very soon again in Toy Town. It's been a lovely day, now we have to go away. But we'll see you very soon in Toy Town. We'll be back another